Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Saddest Night Out. My name is Roy, and I am the host of this daily podcast, and it's primarily about music and creative culture in London, though sometimes this podcast gets a little bit international, and that's exactly what's happening on this episode. Because today's guest is MC Reef. He is a rapper from New York. He performed at last night's open mic at the Nelsons, which is where this was recorded, because I got talking to him a little bit after the night finished, and he told me he was heading straight from the pub to the airport. So I knew this was my one chance to catch a chat with him for the podcast. So we stepped outside for a little bit, and on this episode, MC Reef tells us a little bit more about who he is and how he came to London last night. So this is me talking to MC Reef just outside the Nelsons last night after the open mic, and I'll catch up with you a little bit more after this chat. Enjoy. We are just outside the Nelsons. The night is finished. It's been an absolutely baking hot evening, and I'm here with someone who's heading to the airport right this minute. So this is my one chance to interview them. Can you introduce yourself to the people?
What's good, guys? It's your boy MC Reef. I'm straight out of New York, man, United States.
So what brought you to London?
Music. I actually met a producer online, and I met a DJ from New York. Like, he came to New York and he saw me rapping, and he really liked me. So this was 2 years ago too, so I told him I was coming out to London, and I kept my word. So I'm here now. He interviewed me on his video a few days ago, and I met with the producer that I met online, so I came out here to network, and then I just got to perform, and it was lovely, man. So.
Have you been to London before?
Nope, this is the first time on a plane, first time out the country.
First impressions?
Lovely. My first impressions are, I would say, the accents. I love the accents. The buses are really cool, man. I like the buses. You get to sit on the top deck, Sightseeing is definitely pretty cool, man. You have some really nice landmarks out here.
How long have you lived in New York?
All my life. I'm 27 years old right now, man. Born and raised in New York.
If I was to go to New York, what are the top things I absolutely must do while I'm out there?
I would say you have to hit the basketball courts.
Mm-hmm.
You got to try the dollar pizza. Take the subway, of course. What else? I would say just enjoy like a street view, like go to the city and just walk around the city and enjoy like everything around you. Like, you're gonna get like, the rude people and stuff like that, but just take it in. Like, that's what you want.
What part of New York do you hail from then? Whereabouts do you live?
I was born in Brooklyn and Coney Island, but I've moved around, and now I'm staying in Far Rockaway, Queens.
In Queens, so that's like east of Manhattan.
Yes.
How long does it take to get to Manhattan from where you are?
An hour and a half tops.
Kind of like how long it takes me to get here.
Yeah.
So you take like a book on the train or something, like you get used to the commute.
Yeah. Every day is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see something different on the train every single day, or on the bus, whatever. Everything is different. So you can never have a dull moment in New York.
And how long have you been doing the music thing? How long have you been pursuing music?
I started in 2008. And it's because I was, being a little badass in school. So my dean put me in a program called "My School Has Rhythm, Not Violence." So we had to come up with a song about nonviolence, and that's how it all started for me, and I never knew I was that good at rap, so when I made it, I was like, yo, I gotta keep this up, like,
Whoa.
And the universe just kept on gravitating people that were like into music, and they were telling me the same thing: keep doing your thing, take your time, don't rush it, get better, so here I am now.
Wow. So you came to London, there was a producer you found, you've been working with them this week?
Yeah, I actually got 2 beats by him. I'm about to go record them as soon as I get back to the States, man. So I'm working, man. I'm ready.
So that's what's on the horizon, the release of this music you've been working on?
Oh, yeah. I got these 2 singles, and then I'm going to start working on my next album. It's going to be like I think it's going to be like the final series of the whatever I've been working on, the Unexpected series.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got 1 and 2 out, so this is going to be the 3rd one, and I might just end it there and see what that
trilogy
does.
There.
Yeah, see what that one does for me, man. I want to go like extra hard and make sure, that everyone sees the growth.
That sounds awesome, man. And where can people find you online to follow along the story?
I'm on SoundCloud, Team Reef 91. I'm on Instagram, Team Reef 91. I'm on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, whatever streaming sites you have. It's MC Reef. You can find me on Facebook, MC Reef. Anywhere, man. You can really just search MC Reef or Team Reef, and you'll find me.
All right, and that's exactly what we'll do. We'll stay tuned. Reef, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you
Have
a lot,
safe
man.
journey home.
Thank you, man.
Maybe I'll see you in New York for the next version of this episode.
Oh, yeah, man. When you come to New York, I'll show you a couple things to do, because I could take you there myself. So.
I will hold you to that, sir.
Definitely,
Thank you so much.
Definitely, man.
And that was that. Thank you so much, MC Reef, for coming out last night and for talking to me afterwards. Yesterday, for those who don't know, it was the 25th of July 2019, aka the hottest day of the year so far in the UK, and we really felt it in the Nelsons. It got to a point where I stepped outside to try and get some air, but it was actually hotter outside than it was inside the pub. There was many a menu used as a fan during the night, but it was a really fun night. We had some amazing performers. Its Own Animal, aka Gary, Delilah Black and Buckley were both in attendance, and it was great to catch up with them. I took a few photos of them just talking afterwards, because I can't help but feel some of them, especially with Delilah Black and Buckley and Its Own Animal, it's almost as if there's a book called Please Kill Me about the late 70s era of New York around the CBGB periods, and there's so many pictures of people like Debbie Harry and Joey Ramone, or the people from Talking Heads or television, all talking to each other or just hanging out in New York. Looking at those pictures now, they feel iconic and incredibly cool. I swear, some of the people we have at the open mics exude a similar atmosphere, and I can't help but want to take a picture. What I'll do with those pictures, I don't know, but I just feel like they deserve to be photographed. So yes, we had some amazing performers last night, as well as Oliver, who also came from New York and used to host open mics over there. He said he'd been doing it for about 4 or 5 years, so he could sympathize with some of the things I was going through while trying to run last night's open mic. We had Hugo and... am I blanking on the name? Yes, I'm blanking on the name, but I'm not re-recording this outro, so bear with me, folks. There'll be some tapping while I bring up the list, because there is a list of who performed last night, and that list is Nicole, Stefan, Its Own Animal, Moon. Where was number... oh, I was number 5, and then number 6 was Jennings, number 7, Theodora, number 8, Christina, number 9, Christian, number 10, Guy, I Am. Number 11 was Hugo, 12 was Oscar, 13 was MC Reef, 14 was Oliver, 15 was Delilah Black, 16 was Sam, 17 was Remy, 18 was Tom, and 19 was Sue. My voice has even gotten hoarse just from reading that list. It was a bit of a busy night, but everyone was fantastic. Thank you also to Jax and Alicia for holding down the bar during the night and sweating it out with us. Alicia also took some fantastic photographs. Hopefully they might see the light of day in the near future, so everyone else can check them out. It was an all-round great night. I only performed the one song because there were some fantastic performers that I really wanted to hear from. And also, I spent one of my songs talking about how my parents called me in the middle of the previous open mic, which was on my birthday. Yeah, very good night. Thank you very much, MC Reef, for the chat. I've still got some preparations to do for Tuesday's show. Tuesday, 30th of July at Road Trip and the Workshop on Old Street. I've got a show happening with Afia Lorraine, Jack Mann, and Haley Solis. Had a little bit of a brain gap there, but we brought it back. I'm sure no one noticed. Should be an awesome night. Moon said he'd be keen to come down because he doesn't live too far away, which would be great. It's looking like Hugo and Oscar and their crew might make it down as well. It could become a bit of a party. The aim is just to bring more people to this July show. Try and make some inroads with people in the industry to get some of them to come to the August show, and then September have it be so busy that there's a line outside. That's the goal I'm working towards. I'm hoping, and just in saying that, I can speak it into existence. I will work towards it, and of course I'll keep you posted on that entire journey right here on this podcast. Tonight's open mic is at the King's Head in Bayswater. If you go to ukopenmic.com, you can see the list of all the nights that I do. And you can find me online, Saddest Night Out, on social media as one word, Saddest Night Out. You can find MC Reef online at Team Reef 91. That's TEAMREEF 91. Tango, Echo, Alpha, Mike. That's as far as I know my phonetic alphabet. REEF 91. He just posted a picture actually that he took at that. I think it was Hugo took a picture of me and MC Reef outside the Nelsons. And it was a very sweet moment. I hope he has a safe journey home. I hope I do get to hold him to his end of the bargain and meet him in New York so he can be my tour guide. Maybe I'll meet Oliver in New York as well. I'm thinking there's quite a few people from New York that I've spoken to on the podcast now. If I can get to the point where I go to New York and already know a whole bunch of people because of this podcast, well, I will be on cloud 9. The holy grail will be either Lizzie Goodman, The Strokes, or James Murphy from LCD Sound System, whose band has a lyric that says Saddest Night Out, which is where the name of this podcast comes from. New York, I love you. Someday I'll come to town. Otherwise, thank you all very much for listening. I will catch you on the next episode, but in the meantime, try and think cool, breezy thoughts in this oppressively hot weather, and take care.